Hey guys, this is Hot Coco back with another amazing video on our new amazing channel. I know you guys love me already. Thank you for all the people who watched my previous videos and subscribers. Please subscribe. And now tonight we're talking about the Real Housewives of New York, their reunion part 2. To keep it 100, it's kind of boring so far. We're talking about Tinsley and Dorinda's issue, which we don't know what the issue is still. It just seemed like Tinsley annoys Dorinda for some reason. And she can't say that. So she making up all these different things about Tinsley that isn't true, that doesn't validate the way she treats her. It just looks like, you wake up, you don't like somebody, they around you, so you tease them a little bit. It isn't right, but I think that's all it is. I don't think it's jealousy. The lady is loaded. She's rich. Like, what is she jealous of? She got like 10 houses, and they're all being renovated at the same time. The show just starts off a little boring. Then they continue on about the vacation that the ladies go on. And to be honest, these ladies don't have to go anywhere. They were drunk the entire season. I swear the whole cast need to go to an AA meeting. They went around the corner, they was drunk. They went up the block, they was drunk. They drank everywhere they went. So each one of them cannot point a finger at the other. But I must say, the camel and Luann is iconic. Every time I watch Luann on the first camel, I am dying laughing. Short story, when I was in Dubai, Hot Coco went to Dubai and I got on a camel. But Hot Coco's a little thick, so she got off the camel. The camels was like, nope, we not picking you up, sister. So Hot Coco got off that camel because I didn't want to be like Luann. But anyway, back to the Real Housewives. They was talking about, they time together. Tinsley kissing her sister. They let Tinsley go. She's not like a full cast member anymore. Then we start talking about Luann's, rise and fall and rise again. And I must say that this season, she was way more likable. I liked Luann this season. I think it's because she went through so much and it has changed her. And last season, she was very unlikable because she made it all about me. Look at what I'm going through. Look at me. Support me. Do it for me. And she didn't want to do anything for anybody else. But this season, and she changed it for the better. And I'm proud to say that, Luann looked great this whole season. She looked like she's about 24. She looked like she keeps herself good and she could get any man she wants. So you go, girl. I ain't mad at you for that. She was dancing. She was having fun. She sang her cabaret, happy birthday to you. She did all that. And to me, it was entertaining. It was likable. It wasn't too much. It wasn't too little. She talked about her father. She opened up about things like, didn't make her look perfect. But she never looked perfect. She was falling in bushes and sleeping with pirates. She was doing the most before. But this season, I feel like she had more of a balance. She did her drinking. She didn't do too much. And she was still like the one who took care of the group for the most part. So now we're talking about these women of a particular age, being the biggest flirts in New York City. Like, they can't go nowhere without trying to get a man. That's why Hot Coco ain't got no man living in New York City. The Housewives has them all of them. Like, every last... They got the young African Americans at Leah party. They got the old Caucasian ones in the Hamptons. They have them all. Well, they got money. So I guess that's what it is. But yeah, so now we talking about them being flirts. You know, a little bit thirsty. Whatever you want to call it. Tomato. So now they talking about Ramona and Leah's relationship. How Ramona held Leah to a different standard than Sonia. And, you know, Luann was messy. They all have been a little messy. But for some reason, Leah rubs Ramona the wrong way in her messiness. And, you know, I don't get it. And I think that she was foul for bringing up the bipolar issue, because if Leah don't bring it up, I don't think you should bring it up. That's one of the things in somebody's life that they should keep private until they feel like they want that exposed. When you expose it first, it makes you look worse. It makes it look like you did it on purpose. At that point, she was mad at Leah and she wanted to hurt her. She claims that she was hurt by Leah's action, but I think she overreacted. I think she could have went over there and told them to leave maybe. Leah, you need to get it together or you need to leave my party. No, she just overreacted. And she know her housewife castmates. If it wasn't going to be Leah, it was going to be somebody, because they are messy people. Now, while Leah was humping on Luann and Dorinda was humping on Leah, Sonia was over there dancing on a glass, breaking it with her shoes. So it was going to be somebody, but she decides that the only person who she was going to get mad with was Leah. Who knows why Ramona and Leah have issues, or Dorinda and Tinsley have issues. Could it be age? Maybe. Could it be they are still in their 30s and they still can do things that, you know, these women in their 60s can't do? Maybe. But this is 2020. A 60-year-old woman can walk around dressed like a 20-year-old woman, and it's okay. Grandmas don't look like grandmas no more. Grandmas are in the club with everybody else. Let's just keep it 100. Okay, and then it ends with Ramona apologizing to Leah about the things she said on the camera about her bipolar issue. It looks very sincere. It's just that I don't think that these women know how to be sincere. And I think that's the most they can be. You have Dorinda just telling all of Ramona's business. You got a facelift. You got a random man in your bed every night. Like, these your friends? Like, who's your enemies? This is crazy. And then you got Sonia on the side talking about, true. That's true. So true. These your friends? Like, these, I can't. Like, if I ever get casted for a reality show, those are my coworkers. They are not my friends, because push come to shove, give a heifer a knife, it's going to end up in my back, and then we got to fight on TV. Period. Well, that's this episode. I think they're coming back with a part 3. Hopefully it's a little juicier. To me, the whole season was a bit stale with the drinking, and it was really no content. It was just a lot of partying, a lot of dinners, a lot of drinking. That's it. Like, it didn't get into any really deep issues. The deepest we went was with Luann and her father, her creating this book, and her going to jail. But there was no real deep issues. The season was stale. It moved. It just didn't move right. It is what it is. But I'll be back. You know why? Because I like to watch television. No, don't you dare judge me, because I'm not judging you. Peace out, son.